World Sports Action presents the official Football League video. The Everton story, 1989-1990. Tony Cottee finished last season as Everton's top scorer, but his goals weren't enough to guide the team to another title success. So manager Colin Harvey spends the summer recruiting new talent. Mike Newell arrives from Leicester for more than £1 million. Norman Whiteside comes in from Manchester United. Defender Martin Keown from the Villa. And foreign imports too. Stefan Wren from Sweden. Raymond Atveld from Holland. Harvey spends over £3 million on new talent. Going out, Trevor Steven to Glasgow Rangers, Wayne Clark to Leicester. Ian Wilson and Neil Adams also part company with the club, and Paul Bracewell goes to Sunderland on loan. Almost £2.5 million is recouped, but a new-look Everton kick off the season at Coventry.
Nevin will need support. Snowden. Oh, that's a good ball. Grizovic has lost it, and Coventry with problems here. Newell. We'll go all the way through for Newell. Oh, he's turned away from Peake easily. Sheedy with a chance, and Grizovic again in trouble. Gil Klein battling for Coventry. Emerson's done well. Here's Speedy. And still we await the first goal. Well, that's a lovely ball, and Bannister with some space. Can he find it? He has! 1-0 Coventry. Gary Bannister. Regis finding Gin. And Burrows is in some space. Oh, that's a good ball. Speedy! Great finish.
An early setback, but now it's the first home game against Spurs. Further matches against Southampton and Sheffield Wednesday lined up before the end of August. Against Tottenham, the Goodison crowd get the first look at the new boys, Norman Whiteside, once of Manchester United, and striker Mike Newell.
Hit long by Poynton. Oh, and Newell gets in here. Mike Newell within 2 minutes of his home debut for Everton. A fabulous start. Misjudgment there by Ratcliffe. Stewart. And Poynton scrambled it off the line to Stewart's disgust. Tottenham passing the ball with precision, and Gascoigne lifts it in. And it's popped over the line. Paul Allen claims it. 1-1. Howells saw a gap and very nearly found it. Brought the best out of Southall. Nevin. A flick from Whiteside and from Sharp. Taken on now by Sheedy. That is a wonderful goal to whet the appetite for the season.
Sharp. That's a better ball. Space out here for Poynton. Sharp again. Whiteside! That's a great stop by Tim Flowers. The danger hasn't passed yet though. Whiteside again. 1-0, Norman Whiteside, his first goal for Everton. The call. Snowden. That's a good ball. Whiteside! So close. Letizier. Well, that's not a good ball. Sheedy! Well struck, and he wasn't too far away. Ratcliffe's kick. Away by Ruddock. Still not clear though, here's Newell. It's all a bit untidy in there. Newell! 2-0. Nicely taken. Well, here come Everton again. Sharp. Oh, Case caught him there. And Everton are not too happy about the challenge. And Sharp will play no further part in the match. Well, it's picked up by Sheedy. And McCall through the middle. 3-0. Stuart McCall. And that's the end of Southampton now. Newell. Here's Sheedy. Looking for the byline. Whiteside calling for it. There he is. Well, that's a great effort. Off the bar. Nevin will get it back in. Not finished yet. Away by Case. Sheedy will try one.
Sheedy wants it back again and gets it. Everton controlling the tempo of the match so far. Snowden. McCall. Oh, and a chance for Nevin. His first touch wasn't very good, but it's a goal in any case. And the scorer is Sheedy, who was really at the heart of the whole move. Sheffield Wednesday not just looking for an equaliser, but still seeking their first goal of the season, having drawn 3 blanks before tonight. Now Witten, with Poynton right alongside him. It's a corner. In from Newell, taken on by McCall. And here's Neil McDonald trying to make an impact. And he would have done, but for Chris Turner. If Everton get a second goal, and really they do deserve one, surely they'll be making their way back to Merseyside with 3 points in the bag. And a continuation of their bright start to the season. Newell might supply the goal here. Oh, and was very unlucky not to do that. Just over a minute left. Sheffield Wednesday lucky to be only 1 goal down. But Atkinson looking for drama here right at the last. Hurst, it came off Whiteside, and Atkinson has done it. Wednesday have equalised. Everton left astonished.
It's a good start to the season for Everton, 5th in the league with 7 points from 4 matches. There are more departures from the club in September. Fullback Pat van den Hauwe goes to Spurs for over £500,000, and Paul Bracewell's move to Sunderland is made permanent. The next league game, Manchester United, and a chance for Norman Whiteside to face his former club. Coming up, extended highlights.
Watson has joined Sharp. It's Watson. Nevin beaten to it, then McCall. And deflected by Sharp. And wide. Dave Watson making a nuisance of himself well forward. There was some good defending there by Lee Martin. McCall hit it, and it would have counted if Sharp could have guided it in. Phelan first to the loose ball again. Martin. McClare and Hughes. It runs for Brian McClare, who is being pulled back. But the referee allowed him to have his shot, which was taken off balance. It didn't trouble Neville Southall. But confirming really that Manchester United have plenty to be pleased about the way the first half has gone for them. Whiteside, Newell's in the clear, Everton lead. And what a success story in Everton colours it's turning out to be. A new scoreboard, and a new striker, giving it plenty of work to do in registering goals to his name. Mike Newell scores at Goodison Park for the third home game in a row. Everton 1, Manchester United 0, and the goal coming at a time when Brian McLaren had a smell of a chance at the other end, and Manchester United might have had a claim for a penalty. It's been an even first half, intense circumstances, but Everton have broken through. Blackmore, Hughes, the flag is up. Well, at £1.1 million, he looks a snip, and so hungry for a second chance in the First Division, having tasted the top flight with Luton. And I wonder what Tony Cottee makes of it all, and at least Neil MacDonald brings a smile to the face of the player who's on the outside, whose number 10 shirt has been prized from him by Mike Newell. Newell. First time really that the pace has just slackened slightly. And it's momentarily as well. Here comes Newell. All right side. It was an awkward height. If he'd met it on the meat, it would have been 2-0. Away by Ratcliffe. Newell won it fairly from Donaghy, and Pat Nevin is onside. Pallister's making up the ground, but Pat Nevin has produced a delightful finish. And inside 2 minutes in the second half, Everton celebrate a goal that was rounded off with real imagination by a player who has that quality in abundance. He just lifted it over the on-rushing Jim Leighton. It was audacity produced at top speed. 2-0. And you can be sure the one thing Manchester United didn't want to do, coming out a goal down at the start of the second half, was to concede an early goal. They've done that to Nevin, and there'll be some byplay in the Scottish World Cup camp when Pat Nevin meets Jim Leighton in those quarters. Alec Ferguson down on the bench for the second half, and no sooner has he come down to that position and his team is really in severe problems, and that expression reflected just that. Phelan. Whiteside has stayed down. Great play by Mike Newell. That's Nevin's cross, sharp! A goal of real First Division pedigree. Nevin found by Newell and sharp in turn, picked out by the cross. The ball to the far post will always work if it's well delivered, and you've got a brave forward on the end of it. And of its type, that's a classic for Everton and for Graham Sharp. And it's been a disastrous start to the second half. for Manchester United, and that goal came when Norman Whiteside was down with a head injury that seen him go off the pitch. And I'm not sure whether Norman saw the third goal. McDonald immediately summoned. You take no chances with head injuries. Phelan, Duxbury, Hughes and McClare still making their runs up front, and Brian McClare has got one back. And Manchester United, to their credit, have kept heads high after conceding 2 goals in quick succession at the start of the second half to go 3 down. And it bobbled on through past Hughes for McClare, and it's back to 3-1. Martin and Everton. Suddenly, it's not as though really they were getting complacent, but they've lost a goal. United are revived by Brian McClare's 50th goal in all competitions for Manchester United. Another goal here would really be a significant step towards a recovery, and Clayton Blackmore curled it past the wall but past the post. It was a useful effort. McClare. Pressed enough to have to concede another corner. Again entrusted to the left foot of Lee Sharp. Pallister's gone to the near post. Here's Bruce. Hughes off the line. Snowden. Pallister. Sharp. Could it get any closer for Hughes? Bruce came in, Hughes had the shot, and then Snowden swept it off the line, and finally it was Lee Sharp stretching and away. Phelan, he's got McClare to the left, and Newell tracking his progress but bringing him down. Mike Newell might reflect that Tony Cottee, of course, had a similarly sensational start to his Everton career. Cottee got a hat-trick on his debut, of course, against Newcastle. So there's plenty of sustaining to do over the months ahead. Viv Anderson would add to Manchester United's strength in the air. Bruce. Oh! It's another one back. And it's Beardsmore. A fantastic recovery by Manchester United. Bruce played his part, and Beardsmore lashed it past Southall on the run. Since Norman Whiteside went off, Manchester United have scored twice. And we still haven't reach the halfway point in the second half. The second half that's produced 4 of the game's 5 goals. And at their time of need, Manchester United have responded magnificently. And this tiny midfielder who had moments of heroic quality last season has made a real impact here at Goodison Park shortly after coming on as a substitute. It's Phelan. There's still a bit to do for Alec Ferguson's team, but he can be proud of the effort they put in the last 10 minutes or so that's produced such reward. A beleaguered manager, and it's all happened since the old United warrior, now of Everton, Norman Whiteside, has gone off. Newell, Anderson was pushing Mike Newell. Ray Lewis pointed for the penalty, and this was the incident. So Kevin Sheedy has the job of scoring from the spot and giving Everton a win which looked certain at 3-0. At 3-2 it's a pressure penalty, and Leighton has not only stopped it, he's held it. And Manchester United are still alive. To their Scottish international goalkeeper, and a failure by the Republic of Ireland international midfield man for Everton. Newell, unabashed, Everton drive on again. Until Poynton tries to slow it down with Sheedy. Sharp, past Pallister, held up by Donaghy, but Pat Nevin puts it wide by the finest of margins. And still Everton can't relax. Nevin a whisker away, but it should have been 4-2 here. But Leighton guessed the right way and hung on from Sheedy.
It's an Everton win despite that United fight back. Mike Newell's form is keeping Tony Cottee out. Now Everton play Charlton at Selhurst Park.
Here's Sheedy. Point in the left back, Newell. Well, that's a lovely turn. Oh, and a good strike! Mike Newell, who just can't stop scoring.
Newell again, and Everton top of the table. Liverpool second, and Merseyside dominates the league. And now, these two great rivals face each other for the first time this season at Goodison Park.
Barnes' challenge didn't please the crowd, but Everton kept the ball, and referee Nixon allowed play to go on, but now Poynton has gone down with an injury. Poynton was in possession, he just rolled it and a muscle went. And it's the end of this Merseyside derby for Neil Poynton. And everywhere around Goodison Park there is sympathy for the injured player. McDonald is on. And he goes straight to left back, which isn't a natural role for him. Newell, Mike Newell! perfect through pass. And Everton, who have found Liverpool rather difficult to contain in the opening 17 minutes, have sprung forward. And Newell punishes the club where he wanted to make his living out of the game. Touched it, the merest of touches, past the advancing Grobbelaar. Here's Rush, and Southall stops it being 1-1 straight away. Well, what a run Mike Newell's having. He's scored in every game at Goodison Park that he's played since he joined Everton, but this will be the sweetest so far. Look at Southall now, who's got blood pouring from the cut around the left eye. Glenn Hussein is way out of position at the moment. Hansen's got two to deal with. Reinforcements arrived, but it was becoming a difficult situation for Liverpool as Newell roared away. Against the bar. McCall. This is Graham Sharp. Hussein hasn't cleared it decisively. Sheedy took a deflection, I think, off Barnes. It should be an Everton throw. Tremendous incidents at both ends. Beardsley, problems again for Everton this time. John Barnes. And Everton surround the referee. John Barnes has his first goal in a Merseyside derby, and it did look on the cards. Beardsley delivered the cross, and Barnes powered it in. Beardsley. Here's Barnes. Snowden's got a problem again. The cover is arriving, but not quickly enough. Who's there? You've guessed. Ian Rush. 17 minutes of the second half. It's Everton 1, Liverpool 2, and Rush is back to haunt them again. And how Rush relishes these special occasions. Other players in the past have been squashed by the atmosphere, which can be too intimidating, but Ian Rush is inspired by it. Beardsley. Rush again, surely not. It's Rush. It's unbelievable. They'll have to write a special history book about his own achievements in Merseyside derbies. Today it's 2 in 2 minutes. This time off the goalkeeper. It's his goal.
Defeat by Liverpool, but victory over Leyton Orient in the Littlewoods Cup. Mike Newell scores in the first leg, Norman Whiteside in the second, Kevin Sheedy's among the goals as well. But a blow. Kevin Radcliffe is injured. There's capital opposition in Everton's next 3 games. Millwall and Arsenal to come. First, it's the Palace away.
Nevin He's got Sheedy Squirrel. That's a terrible ball, and Gray was quickly onto it. Now he's got Wright to his left, Bright to the right. Here is Bright. Well hit, good stop, and Wright will score. Gray, Pardew is onside. Now he might fancy his chances against Southall. He does, and scores. Everton still probing. Well, that's a good ball. Newell's in, and Newell celebrates his England call-up with a goal.
Watson got to it, and Sheringham picked up the pieces for Millwall. Nevin driving on. Cotty has looked so sharp on his return to the side. McCleary trips him. It's a penalty. Kevin Sheedy missed his last one, but he doesn't miss now. Everton maintaining the momentum, but it's still 1-1. Newell retrieving it and taking on Millwall. Nevin, Whiteside! Well, he's brought his goal touch to Goodison Park, all right.
Sheedy, here's McDonald, the left full-back. Newell waiting for support. That's a good ball. Nevin jumping, and again, Pat Nevin! Everton are in front. Newell finding McDonald. He's had a good game, Mike Newell. McDonald almost being invited to go on by Arsenal. Cotty, and here's McDonald for 2-0. Cotty really enjoying himself now, Tony Cotty, and Nevin's in again. Oh, it's all too easy. 3-0.
That superb victory over the champions confirms Everton's status as league leaders, a point clear of Liverpool, Southampton and Chelsea. Mike Newell grabs another 2 goals in the Littlewoods Cup defeat of Luton. He's got 9 goals so far this season. Pat Nevin also on the score sheet for the second successive game. 4 days later, a trip to Carrow Road to face Norwich City.
Rosario jumping, Fleck battling. There's Rosario again. Oh, and Fleck's away. Watson matching him stride for stride, but there are still possibilities here for Norwich. And Phillips must score. Oh, how did he miss that? Fleck, nicely done. Everton have got men back, but here's Gordon. Good strike, and a very good save on his near post by Neville Southall. Oh, Rosario trying to get Gordon in. Still Rosario. And Phillips is screaming down this left side. Here he is. Fleck on the far post. Brilliant save. Linnigan got the header, and Southall is beaten at last. Fleck, who's had a good afternoon. There he is again. Might try one here. Does. Hit the post. Well, Southall beaten, but Everton survive. McDonald well forward. Still problems. Cotty! Well, it doesn't matter how they go in. He's off the mark.
There's another big signing. Winger Peter Beagrie arrives from Stoke for £750,000. He's a substitute as Everton make their first appearance of the season in front of the ITV live cameras at Villa Park.
Here's Cowans, free. He's got Platt up alongside him. It's a goal! So many good things emanate from Gordon Cowans, and his good spell, Villas, has really coincided with his return for the team. And there's a great shot, and Olney will force it home. Cowans returns then with one of those tantalising free kicks. Platt there first! A brilliant goal by David Platt! It's 3-0. Astonishing performance by Aston Villa. An amazing start with 3 goals. And maybe the best of them all there from David Platt. They're tough times actually for the Everton defence without the likes of Ratcliffe and now Watson and no Snowden and no Poynton. It's a real makeshift defence. It faces another big examination here as Gage takes it up this time. Gets it through to Platt. He's got another one! A brilliant goal again by David Platt. Here's Ormonroyd. Platt up there, only up there. Ormonroyd weaving his own way. And a good shot! And Olney! It's astonishing, this! Nielsen is up from the defence, so too is Mountfield as Villa look for goal number 6. It's gone in! Probably straight in.
Maybe Derek Mountfield, I don't know.
Mountfield?
Well, Mountfield was at the back post.
Nobody's sure, but let's have a look here. It just came off Nielsen. Oh, here come Everton now with Cotty. Sharp for Everton. Beagrie for Everton. Ebrel away on that far side for them. Seeking to put a stamp of respectability on this afternoon of football. Cotty again. Beagrie. And it's in there!
Well, it's fight back time.
Well, 6-2 now.
I think it was an own goal.
I think it was Paul McGrath, yes. There you go. Off his shin almost into the roof of the net.
A sad and embarrassing day. Everton's worst defeat in 12 years. And now they've got to pull themselves together against new league leaders Chelsea, and then it's Wimbledon at home.
Cotty got the flick. There he is again. Oh, it very nearly found its way through. Good save from the keeper. Nevin battling. Here's Sheedy. That's a good ball. Newell. Oh, very good save from Besant. Cotty will score, surely. Well, he has now. Tony Cotty flourishing since his return to the side. Or has he scored? No, it's been disallowed. Hazard, that's interesting. And again, having a little look. Oh, well taken. Oh no, Southall's in trouble. McDonald tidies up for Everton. Keown. Picked up by Clark. Wilson. Oh, Keown's clearance struck Wilson and fell nicely for Clark, who puts Chelsea in front. Keown. Cotty jumping. Nevin! Wasn't so far away.
McCall and Sheedy. That's neatly done by Everton through midfield this time. Beagrie's cross. Sharp. Ebrel is right in there, and the hand was used, and it's a penalty for Everton. With Graham Sharp applying the pressure. Sharp jumped, and then, well, it was a push. Sharp was happy to fall, to my mind, and it's going to be Kevin Sheedy. Everton have worked hard to try and take the lead, and they've got it. Without playing much fluent football in truth, but that will ease the burden a little. Thumped in by Sheedy. Plenty of movement from Wimbledon now as he delivers the ball in. And that's going to be a corner, and Everton aren't home yet. When you were beaten at home a week earlier, and the week before that, beaten 6-2. A win is of paramount importance. Everton are very, very close. Joseph. Oh, and it's fair weather, and Southall, he's lost it, and Cotterill, Steve Cotterill has equalised for Wimbledon in injury time. The striker playing a full First Division game for the first time. A great moment for him and for the manager Bobby Gould. Everton couldn't clear the corner, and when it was knocked back there by Ryan, look at this from Fairweather, and Southall dropped it. Cotterill was right on hand.
And that last-minute equaliser means Everton lose 2 points. They drop to 7th place in the table, 6 points behind the new leaders, Arsenal. And now it's Nottingham Forest twice in 3 days. The league encounter in a moment. First, a dramatic Littlewoods Cup tie at the City Ground.
See the big clock at the other end saying 82 minutes have gone. And Southall presumably taking steps. Whatever it is, Forest have got a free kick. And a yellow card for Neville Southall. And the upshot of it is a free kick to Nottingham Forest. Maybe it was time wasting, who knows? It was, at any rate, it's a free kick given. Will Rice try to drive it, or will Clough try to curl it? It's an indirect free kick. Clough has played it in! And Chapman has got it in!
Everton, you can sense, still seething from that controversial Littlewoods Cup exit. Here's Hodge. Oh, over he goes. More controversy here. Was that a penalty? Keown was late with the challenge. Oh, no doubt about it. Clough against Southall. Just. The keeper was unlucky.
Two controversial defeats by Nottingham Forest. Now we move into December. Coventry at home and then Tottenham away. And a big boost. Kevin Radcliffe is fit once again.
Beagrie turning Borrows one way and then the other. Everell giving chase. Atterveld joining him. That's a difficult ball. Sharp's up. And here's McCall! Terrific goal from Stuart McCall. Radcliffe, who settled in well. Watson's the target. Sheedy's cross. Watson again! 2-0. Lovely header from Watson.
Donald taking over from Beagrie this time. Sharp would prefer the ball delivered earlier like that, but Sedgley saw it coming, and oh, there's a slip by Mabbott. Cottee scores. With 12 minutes gone, Everton have struck at White Hart Lane. Gary Mabbutt lost his balance. Tony Cottee got the chance and took it. Typical piece of instinctive finishing by Cottee. Thomas. Samways. Will Stewart collect this one? He will. Paul Stewart for Spurs, and a goal for Lineker. With 24 minutes gone, Gary Lineker reminds Everton of what he did so well for them, putting the ball in the opposition's net. But Paul Stewart, great credit, and also Samways before him. Ratcliffe. Oh, and if Sharp wins that, there's a chance for Sheedy. Oh my word! If there was one left foot you had to choose in the English First Division to put the ball away in that position, Kevin Sheedy's would top the list. He anticipated that Sharp would win the ball, did everything right until then. Atterweld. Cottee, has it run for him? It's Sharp with a shot, and a thumping one. The goalkeeper just recovered because Sheedy was very nearly left with an open goal. Graham Sharp got absolutely everything behind that, and so too, in a different sense, did Eric Torsfet. It was too hot to hold the first time. McDonald hasn't wasted any opportunity to get forward from left back. Beagrie. Allen with the counter-attack. Lineker. Stewart! Spurs sweep upfield to take the lead. And this time Lineker makes a goal for Stewart. The roles are reversed. Paul Allen really recognised the opportunity that Tottenham had with some busy work to get them on their way, and it was swept in thrillingly by Stewart on the run. And Graham Sharp can make it 2-2, and Torsfet again equal to the power in the right foot of Graham Sharp.
And Everton are slowly slipping down the table. They're ninth now, 9 points behind the leaders Arsenal. And now Manchester City visit Goodison Park. What a special occasion for two former Everton favourites, Howard Kendall and Peter Reid. Kendall, the new manager of City, and it's the first time he's been back to Goodison since leaving for Spain 2 years ago.
Thanks. Allen. Allen is free to the left. White is roaring into the middle. Oh, and Southall had difficulty with what was an attempted cross. Clive Allen actually made his Tottenham debut on this ground and got 2 goals in a 4-1 win. Well, we're settling to the same pattern of the first half, although City, with the wind at their backs, may feel that they can push Everton further back. McCall winning the duel between the two ginger-headed midfield men against Megson. Sheedy. Now McDonald. What will Beagrie do here? Well, he goes on, and that is a telling cross. Sharp is up, and so too is Dibble magnificently. He needed a long reach there, but that was better, Ian, for Peter Beagrie.
Much better. Went down the flank on his left foot, got it across, having won the ball in the first place, and it was a good ball right to the back post, and that's the kind of service you've got to get in for Sharp.
Sheedy. Cottee, can he get to face the goal? Well, McCall will face the goal here, and Sharp can round it off. Oh, and it's still won't go in for Sharp or for Sheedy. And Manchester City certainly rode their luck then. And that really was the best move that Everton have pieced together, and it should have brought them the opening goal. Measured for Allen. Wright's trying to stay onside. He's to the right of Brightwell now. Well, City got so far without really threatening, and in committing players forward, they might have left some space here that Everton can exploit. Beagrie looking for a central route. Cottee. Beagrie. And Everton just starting to find the range.
Yes, beginning to give himself a bit of a shake. That was a better ball played in there for Cottee by Beagrie, and then laid back again, and Beagrie with the shot just shaved the post.
That goalless draw, a triumph for Howard Kendall. Now Everton must travel over a very busy Christmas-New Year period. Away games at Derby and Queen's Park Rangers, and then a home fixture against Luton. First call, Derby at the baseball ground.
Blades is underneath that. McCall! Oh, what a finish. Not very often you beat Peter Shilton from that range. Out of Belts. That's played Everton into trouble. Saunders. And away off the line by Ratcliffe. There's Goddard again. Hibberd, well hit, and a very good save from Southall.
Watson. And QPR struggling to get it away. It's set up now for Beagrie. And already a terrific feel to this game. And Queen's Park Rangers, with Wegerle on the ball and Sinton up with him, have a chance to take the lead, and they've done that. 7 minutes gone, they've raced the length of the field, and Andy Sinton rounded it off.
Whiteside, and Everton in front after only 2 minutes. Well, that's a very good save. Newell, and Sharp has scored. 2-0 Everton. Now he's away, over he goes, and that's a penalty. Wilson against Southall, and Wilson reduces the deficit. Sharp, Newell's in again, 3-1 surely, must score. No, well Sharp's claiming the ball's over the line, but it doesn't count.
Despite that victory, Everton are in mid-table after 20 matches. They're losing touch with the leaders. FA Cup time now, and a third-round tie at Middlesbrough. It finishes in a goalless draw. The replay at Goodison also ends in a draw. So another cup tie in store, but that's after a visit to Southampton. Tony Cottee is once again among the substitutes. He puts in a transfer request, believing the club isn't playing to his strengths. Cottee very unsettled after 18 months at Goodison.
Right out. Le Tissier in field this time. Oh, well, it's handball. Well, that was impish, mischievous, looking for something magnificent really, and it very nearly came off. And it's Osman. Oh yes, it worked absolutely perfectly. Straight from the training ground, produced in the First Division, and Everton had no answer, not even Southall. Russell Osman lurking on the edge with real intent. 1-0 to Southampton. The goal coming after 15 minutes. and Southall couldn't even manage a dive. Newell, that's a good turn, it needs a good cross now. And it was the goal scorer, Osman, who half-cleared. McDonald, Sharp and Newell repositioning, this is Sheedy! Well, Kevin Sheedy scored spectacularly on this ground in a 1-1 draw last season, and but for Tim Flowers he would have repeated the feat. Well controlled the shot. And it's Keown again, and it's rounded off at the back post by Norman Whiteside. So that warning was there earlier when Dodd cleared off the line, but this time there was no reprieve for Southampton. It came virtually the same way, except Whiteside was there with a telling extra touch. Sheedy the supplier. Keown's flick. Whiteside's goal, 1-1. Sharp, great knockdown, and Whiteside again! And that's an absolute beauty! A scorer in the last minute of the first half and now in the first minute of the second half. A double act that delights the Everton travelling supporters. And that was a goal of great simplicity. Sheedy had switched it to the right, Beagrie crossed, Sharp guided it down. First time from Whiteside and it flew in. A goal of real quality and it's rock Southampton. Wallace, right out Letitia to his left. And Ratcliffe, the defender, who read his mind again, but at the cost of this corner. Ratcliffe showed Wallace the outside then and matched him stride for stride. Kevin Moore coming in and Osman behind him, but Whiteside was there. Letitia delivers again. Oh, it's Osman! He's got another one! To their obvious jubilation. And my word, the defender is a potent attacker for Southampton in this game. Another one sweetly hit.
And Whiteside does it again to beat Middlesbrough in the FA Cup. His goal just a couple of minutes from time. It's Sheffield Wednesday next in the fourth round, ironically after a dress rehearsal in the league.
Sheridan Square, here he is. Might try one from there. Good effort! Oh, another very good save from Neville Southall. These two, of course, meet next week in the FA Cup. Everton perhaps will take more heart from this performance today. Snowden's cross. Sheedy! Oh, Kevin Sheedy breaks through for Everton. Snowden, McCall, who scored twice, of course, at Wembley last year. Sheedy again! 2-0.
And now Everton repeat the dose in the FA Cup. Whiteside is the hero once again. Everton now unbeaten in their last 7 games, the ideal run into a Merseyside derby.
Benison. Returned to him well by Nicol. Oh, Watson can't get there, Barnes does, Liverpool have scored! And Liverpool show that no matter how many defenders you set out to try and stop them, they can find a route through. And after the build-up on the right with Nicol and Benison, Barnes reached a ball played behind the defenders. And although Everton hoped for an offside flag, it wasn't forthcoming because Barnes had timed that run brilliantly. Barnes shown the inside route by Snowden. Beardsley, and ball, is that by Watson? Well, certainly The ball came up and hit his hand, and the penalty is given. Everton are a little annoyed because the referee didn't give it straight away. But there was very little doubt about it. There, handball by Dave Watson. And look, the referee said play on first of all, but the linesman had other ideas. And Liverpool here can tighten their grip. Now, Beardsley scored a penalty against Norwich by blasting the ball to the goalkeeper's left. Oh, it goes straight down the middle as Southall went out of the way. 2-0. Sheedy's corner. Oh, free header for Watson. Oh, Nevin's hit the bar, and Graham Sharp has headed it in, and Everton are back in it. Liverpool will be furious with themselves because they let Watson have an unmarked header. Nevin should have scored, but Sharp did. And this coming right on half-time.
Despite another defeat by Liverpool, Everton's league position is improving. They're now 7th, level on points with Chelsea and Southampton. And there's the prospect of more points from a home fixture against Charlton, fighting their usual battle to stay in the First Division.
Nevin. Running into a bit of trouble. Here's McCall. And Whiteside. Oh, clipped the bar. Whiteside got a touch. Cottee causing trouble. Whiteside again, and just enough from Boulder. McCall, Whiteside turning into trouble, and Robert Lee is away, and possibilities here for Charlton. Williams is onside and beats Southall. Whiteside. It's a good cross. Equaliser from Tony Cottee. Or was it? Perhaps it was an own goal. Humphrey on the line, maybe got the first touch. Yes, I think he did. Mortimer. Whiteside thought about tapping his ankles. Mortimer goes on. Jones is away. And how many times has Neville Southall done that this season? Sheedy's corner. Nevin. Sheedy again, that's a deeper ball. Whiteside deserves his goal. And could that be the winner? 2-1 Everton.
The FA Cup 5th round tie against Joe Royal's Oldham finishes all square at 2 apiece. Tony Cottee back in favour gets one of the goals. And the replay also ends in a draw. Yet again, Everton are forced into a second replay in this competition. Back to league duty now, a tough trip to Plough Lane to face Wimbledon.
This very much Kevin Sheedy country. And he's supplied another superb free kick for Everton. Wise leaving it for Anthropos. Fashanu! No one moved for Everton. They'll have to move now to pick the ball out of their net, where Fashanu has deposited it. Anthropos. Wise coming in, and Wimbledon are in the lead. They find it so hard to win at home, but it's 2-1 now. Wise, tripped. Kevin Radcliffe and Terry Holbrook has given the penalty. John Fashanu, 2 goals last week, back against Aston Villa, and 2 here against Everton. 3-1. The delight is overflowing.
Finally, Everton are knocked out of the FA Cup by Oldham. The tie lasts 5.5 hours. The former Everton player Ian Marshall gets the winner in extra time. And now Everton have a great chance to improve their Barclays League position. 3 games in a week. Crystal Palace and Millwall coming up. First, Manchester United at Old Trafford.
Well, McCall did well. Atevelt, if he can find a good cross, there are possibilities here perhaps. Oh, Cottee! Hit the post! Ince as Manchester United come streaming forward. Here's McClair. Hughes. Can he finish it? Denied by Southall. Ince, that was brave. Interesting cross. Southall got a hand to it. Robbins. Again Southall the saviour. Pallister. Oh, this is good. McClair. Lovely chip. Out by Southall, and Robbins couldn't direct the header. Wide side. Oh, that's a terrible ball. McClair's in here. And Southall got him out of trouble.
Ratcliffe. McCall. Nicely angled the pass. Atteveld's cross, and Graham Sharp gets himself into the Everton record books. Level with Bob Latchford. Snowden. 2-0. Tony Cottee. Emphatically done. Whiteside has missed it. Barber trying to get right through the middle. He's done just that, and Southall, always so grudging, has given nothing away. Pemberton being pressed by Sharp, and now Martin likewise. Pemberton has stayed down. John Pemberton in need of treatment here. That challenge seemed to knock the very breath out of him. It's been a long stoppage. Pemberton has to go off. Dave Madden will come on. Nevin. Palace trying to retreat. Oh, that was Keown with a flick. Whiteside didn't get the goal, but Cottee has done. It's all going his way at this stage of the season. Corner work short between Sheedy and Nevin. Whipped in by Snowden. Whiteside is onside, and Everton have their first 4-goal haul of the season.
Dawes is well forward. Here's Goddard. Oh, he found a gap! Paul Goddard's first goal for Millwall. Everton need to strike back quickly. Poynton. Oh, nice touch from Cottee. Poynton! The perfect reply. Oh, Wood's in trouble. Cottee has scored for Everton. 2-1.
That successful run takes Everton up to 5th position, but they're still 14 points adrift of the leaders, Aston Villa. Everton have 2 more games before the end of the month against Norwich and Arsenal. Tony Cottee's right on top of his game. At last, he's looking a £2 million striker.
Sherwood got there first. Rosario. And Rosario got the ball then, and Phillips has got a goal. Confusion at the back and a catastrophe for Everton. That's a good run by Ateveld. Matched by the cross and by the header from Tony Cottee. Sheedy. McCall. Cottee has looped it in. 5 in 3 games now. Ateveld. Cotti. Oh, and on the hat-trick. He very nearly got it spectacularly. Sharp. Graham Sharp has set a new record for Everton. He's their leading scorer in league games since the war.
Cotti jumping. There's Adams. Richardson. Arsenal raising the pace all of a sudden. Perry Groves. Thomas is on the far side. And Alan Smith getting forward quickly. Here is Smith. Oh, that's inch perfect! And they've got to beat Neville Southall. Smith again. And again. Oh, it was deflected, and Southall did well with Davis coming in. Smith's looked lively this afternoon, on the score sheet for the first time since New Year's Day. Thomas and Nevin giving chase. Nevin's got the better of him. Oh, was that handball? Everton think so. Cotti's shot is blocked. Well, let's have another look at it. As Nevin cut inside. Now, was this handball by Bould? Well, it wasn't given.
And now, live to the nation, Everton have a great chance to redress the balance for those November defeats by Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest.
And now Beagrie on a fine run. Oh, he's gone through all of them. Walker denied him in the end, but now Sharp finds Beagrie again. And Cotti's in there. What a splendid goal by Tony Cotti! Minutes gone. Tony Cotti gives Everton the lead with his 9th goal in the last 11 games. But Beagrie, the man who made it. But look at that for finishing. Trevor.
Well, all you can say is sheer class. It fell to the probably the most dangerous player in the forward line there for Everton, but he took it absolutely superbly. Didn't blast it, but neatly side-footed it into the corner of the net. Gave Sutton absolutely no chance.
Cotti is in the best form he's displayed since moving here for £2 million. And that really just emphasises how sharp he is in front of goal, if you pardon the pun, as Graham Sharp gets the ball now, the man who laid it on for him. Though Beagrie's part in that goal was very significant, and here he is again. What a run that was by Beagrie. He took on about 5 Forest defenders. And in it goes to Cotti again, and he's onside here. And he pulls it back, and it's number 2 for Whiteside. 2 goals in a minute for Everton. What a start for Everton. And Cotti involved again. What a lovely ball that was to find him, and watch for Whiteside pulling away into the space. Good finish by Norman Whiteside. And these Everton strikers are really competing for the honour of being leading scorer this season. There's 3 of them on 11 goals. Cotti was 1, he's got 12. Whiteside was another, he's got 12 now as well. Sharp. Cotti was there. Walker can only clear as far as Nevin. And still Nevin. Good look at ball. Oh, against the post. How unlucky Graham Sharp. Sharp began the move. Sharp ended it. And sharp is the most appropriate word to describe the way he's playing here. And that'll be a corner. We're just about into time being added as Dave Watson trundles forward for the corner. Everton leading 2-0 here. Beagrie with the kick. Ooh, it's a difficult one, and on the far post it's gone in, yes! Norman Whiteside has given Everton the perfect flourish with which to end the half. The near post header came off the defender, and it was Whiteside who reacted quickest of all. And Forest, having enjoyed such a good spell, ironically find themselves going a further goal down, and that was just about the last header of the half. Whiteside. Poynton. Good football. Sharp back to Poynton. Oh, Sutton just kept it out, and that would have been one of the goals of the season had it gone in, because the approach play by Everton was magnificent. And Sutton had a real problem keeping it out. Everton are flowing. Whiteside. Nevin again down the right. Cotty. Williams intercepted. Trevor Francis, that was marvellous football.
Yes, it was a great layoff by Graham Sharp, and I think it was Poynton who got in the shot. It was a terrific shot, and Sutton made a good save.
Parker. Crosby. Parker again. And Rice lining up the shot. Ooh. Well, Southall dealt with that, but not with the confidence you normally expect. It must have been difficult. A real daisy cutter.
Alan, that was an excellent save there by Southall, because I think we'll find this shot from Rice was, yes, it was deflected, and that's an excellent save.
Hodge for Nottingham Forest. Williams. Curry, dispossessed well by Watson. And Sheedy threading it through beautifully, and Coddy's in there. Oh, it's hit the post and kept out in the end by Walker. That was unlucky. Tony Coddy's anticipation was quite outstanding.
Yes, it was a great ball from Sheedy, and Coddy did tremendously well to find space behind Walker. Was very unlucky with the lob.
4 minutes to go. Everton 3, Nottingham Forest 0. Sheedy, a glorious ball. Sharp. Oh, Everton didn't get the finish they wanted from Graham Sharp, but the danger hasn't gone. Nevin. Sharp again. Cotty! They've got the finish they wanted now, and the man of the match has got the 4th goal, his 2nd. Persistence was the name of the game for Everton then. Nevin winning it back, and Sharp, who initially looked as though he could score himself, picked out Cotty. The header was devastating.
It's got to be Everton's best run of the season. They're 4th. Tony Cotty's got 10 goals in his last 11 games. A great sequence. Will it continue, though, against Queen's Park Rangers, Luton and Derby? First, it's Rangers on Grand National morning.
Whiteside's away. Begree. That's a good ball. Sharp jumping and appealing. Now, was he pushed or was that handball? Either way, it's a penalty. Possibly the hand that went up. Cotty has scored. 1-0 for Everton. And Colin Harvey, it would seem, happy. Well, that's well struck. Maddox, Ray Wilkins. Maddox again. Oh, that's clumsy. And that'll be a penalty. Mark Wright, the youngster, penalised. It's a tragedy for Wright, who's making his debut, but no doubt about it. Parker against Southall, who makes the save. Everton survive in the last minute, and a big thank you from Mark Wright.
Black. Now Atterveld. And Rees might nip in here, he has done. Dowie in the middle. Luton have scored, and Everton really can't blame the pitch for that. Breaker. Priest. Breaker. Still Breaker. He's round Southall. Dowie taps it in. He's the scorer, but it was all down to Tim Breaker. Everton, of course, had a couple of FA Cup ties on Oldham's synthetic surface, so they should be quite attuned to the problems, and they've got a goal back. Cotty's run continues. Begree with the corner, 15 minutes left. Sharp, and that's a disaster for Luton. The ball rather crept into the corner.
Well, Derby, despite their injury problems, happy to come and play. Williams. Well, that's a good effort. And Southall to the rescue again. McDonald, well hit. And Taylor just got his fingers to that. That's a free kick for Everton. Oh, quickly taken by Whiteside. Atterveld. Oh, it's floated in the wind and caught Taylor out, and Everton go in front. Sheedy it was who got it away. Still Derby pressing though. Harford, and back in by Wright. That's the equaliser. Southall desperately unlucky. Atterveld in trouble. Saunders. Williams! And another marvellous save from Neville Southall. Totti. Within that shot. And on the far post, Sheedy! Oh, that's a wonderful strike from the substitute.
Marvellous run by Everton, 6 wins in the last 8 games. They're third in the table. What a pity this great sequence didn't happen earlier in the season. And now Everton have 3 games to go, 2 of them away at Manchester City and Chelsea. Let's start at Main Road and another clash with Howard Kendall.
David White. Lovely mover. Oh, McDonald's mistake. Adrian Heath. Niall Quinn. It's there. It's been coming. Niall Quinn's got it. Whiteside, great early ball. Kevin Sheedy in space. This game's really opening up now. Ebrel calling for it. Nevin's in the middle. Cotty's there too. Played back to Norman Whiteside. Ray Atterveld. Oh, and Dibble just protected the near post, but they were lining up at the far. Ebrel. Redmond. One back by McCall. Sheedy with space, pointed overlapping. Sheedy shot, brilliantly tipped over. McCall. Whiteside. Sheedy. Tries luck again. Oh, and it's just out. They're getting closer and closer.
Clive Wilson's corner. McAllister got beyond Poynton, and there's a chance here for Chelsea. Dixon has taken it. And when it looked as though the game was going to end in a stalemate, Chelsea are in front. Poynton has miscued then, but Dixon hasn't. And he's really finishing his season in style. Sheedy met it on the fall. Oh, and a mistake by Jonsson. And Nevin is round Besant, and Jonsson couldn't repair the damage. 2-1, and Pat Nevin will savour a goal back at Stamford Bridge, where he was such a favourite. Newell, pursued by McGrath. Poynton's cross. Oh, an own goal! Cascarino of all people. Daly, good running by Blake to find that position. Cascarino has got one in for the right team this time. 1-1. Nielsen, oh, and Cotty found his shot blocked. The pressure's on, and the ball is in the Villa net, deposited there by Mike Newell. Southall in a hurry, and the linesman is flagging. Now, did Southall carry the ball outside of the area? That's what happened. Cowans clips it into the corner. A great equaliser. Olney. Daly, in the sort of position where he loves to run. Off he goes. Southall struggling. A freak. A master goalkeeper caught out. McCall. Sheedy. Cottee tripped by Derek Mountfield. It's a penalty. Sheedy sends it into the bottom corner. A terrific game. It's Everton 3, Aston Villa 3.
A draw at home to Villa in the last match means Everton finish in 6th place. That's an improvement on last season. Once again, though, the major trophies elude them. Tony Cottee finishes as top scorer. He gets 15. His late season burst makes up for early disappointments. Sheedy and Whiteside, they finish with 13 apiece. Mike Newell on 10, boosted by his great start to the season. Graham Sharp's final total is 7. The Everton goal of the season, that belongs to Kevin Sheedy. Sheedy proving once again he's got the sweetest left foot in the business.